I can't believe that J. Leslie Arlington is dead.
And he was so rich.
I really thought the old bat would outlive us all.
How dead? Right before his own birthday party.
How come they let all the other guests go home?
They asked me to stay. Did they ask you to stay?
It's not fair!
It's preposterous.
What is the meaning of this?
Have you ever walked into a spider web in an old house like this? You can walk straight into a vast, intricate web without even knowing it, until it's too late. But what happens when the prey turns on the predator? Who gets eaten alive? Maybe it's you, because this is a web of your own secrets and lies. I, Detective Casey Hampton, am going to unravel this web strand by strand, because that's what I do. I'm sorry, what do you do?
She's a spider exterminator, I think.
Well, the spider problem around the old mansion has been pretty bad.
But the owner of the place has just died. This is completely inappropriate.
It's appropriate if he died for being murdered. I'm Detective Casey Hampton, private eye.
Wait, did you just say he was murdered?
Oh, sorry, should have led with that. An eccentric billionaire found dead right before his 75th birthday was about to begin. And all of you are suspects. And I'm extremely famous detective. I'll answer all your questions. I first made a name for myself, solving the case of the jade binoculars.
I don't know what that is.
I don't want to go to jail. I didn't kill it. I'll be the judge of that. I was first let in a few hours ago. As you heard, your host was found dead right before his 75th birthday was about to begin. I was let in by his trusty butler, Warwick.
Wait a minute. How do you know she's trusty? Why isn't she a suspect?
Haven't you ever heard of the butler did it?
I always found it disturbing that Warwick was a female butler.
The point is, Warwick has an airtight alibi for the time in question.
That's funny.
I would refer you to the nearby karaoke establishment, where many admirers recorded my rather saucy performance of Midnight Train to Georgia.
Do you wish to see the video? We can all watch it together. That won't be necessary.
I have back the tracks in the car. I can perform it again now.
Keep in mind more, Warwick.
The point is, Warwick has an airtight alibi for the time in question. And none of you have done the same. Does anyone wish to share where they were earlier today? No? Well, more funny. I'd be a little disappointed if someone just confessed right off the bat. Yes, please. Let's introduce ourselves. Clyde Barlett, the elusive groundskeeper.
I'm not elusive. I'm a regular groundskeeper.
Yet, you say it so elusive.
No, I didn't. I'm extremely normal and humble, and that's definitely my real identity.
I love it. You're my favorite.
No, I'm not. I have nothing to say, and no secrets, and no alibi.
I can't wait to get to the bottom of your case. But, to be fair, let's keep going around. Davina Arlington, the sister of the late J. Leslie Arlington.
And the Best Award-winning Actress 2013, and I am not a murderer.
Yet, you still wish to keep silent about your alibi.
I'll have to take a brain check on that, detective.
Hopefully we can get you to catch it later.
I look forward to it, detective.
J. Leslie Arlington was your great-grandnephew? Uncle? The one time I don't avoid this whole side of the family, I end up a suspect for murder? So why get so close now? I got greedy. I thought to myself, Quinn, what if you put on a nice outfit and went to your great-granduncle's fancy party and ate little appetizers off a tray around other adults for a change? Hubris, detective. My crime was hubris. What about murder? Would you provide an alibi? I'd really rather not say. Seems like you branched out from hubris to something more sinister. Titus Arlington, Texas. Mr. Arlington was your great uncle. But first of all, I
I would just like to say that I'm very excited to be here, and I would like to help any way I can because I'm an aspiring private eye myself.
What? Listen, kid, I don't know how they do things in the 6th grade or whatever.
I'm in high school.
Well, the point is, no little upstart is stealing my cake. Did you solve the case of the haunted stapler? Did you? Did you?
No, I just don't.
Good. Great. Do you have an alibi?
I don't feel comfortable talking about that right now.
Sparky Randall. Mr. Arlington, lawyer and keeper of corporation secrets. I bet there are some fun skeletons in that closet.
Speaking of lawyers, I want one.
Well, you aren't technically arrested, so I don't technically have to let you have one.
Fantastic, then I'll just go ahead and leave.
And if you were to do that, what would you plant in the headlines tomorrow about today?
Probably something like, shady lawyer refuses to cooperate with investigation, looks really guilty.
So do you have an alibi?
I'm going to retain my right to not give you one at this time.
Frank, the head chef at the Arlington Mansion. You were here all day preparing food?
It is pronounced wrong.
Oh, it says here you're from New Jersey. You were here all day, were you not?
I will not. I was not. You twist my words.
So let me ask as plainly as I can. Do you have an alibi?
Not one I am comfortable sharing at this time.
Doesn't seem like you need help with the word twisting, my friend.
I have something to say.
And who are you?
I'm Edmund Ridinghorn III, also an eccentric billionaire, and I am J. Leslie Arlington's greatest nemesis.
Yeah, he invited you to his birthday?
Well, they say to keep your friends close and enemies closer. You have no idea how many times I've wished the man dead. I'm honestly so happy right now.
We'll get back to that.
Oh, well, it all started when...
All in good time.
Oh, if you say so.
None of you out of your entire rogue gallery was willing to give me an alibi to clear your name? No? Well, more fun for me. Let's go back around again and...
May I make a suggestion? Perhaps we could question each of Mr. Arlington's guests in private. Some may be happier to share their alibi. They may do so discreetly.
Did you learn that from discreet karaoke?
I must let loose sometimes, must I not?
Not a bad idea, Warwick. Show these people a place where they can look at each other suspiciously as tension rises.
It would be my pleasure.
So, whose office is this?
It's Mr. Arlington's office.
No, it's not. It's mine. just use psychology to convince you to commit that you're a thief.
No, it feels good to get it off my chest, actually.
Don't worry, you're the best in your business and I'm the best in mine.
But pardon me, why would he kill J. Leslie Arlington?
I didn't! I work clean. A lot of hand sanitizer and no murders. That's my motto.
So, do you have an alibi for today?
I would really rather not say.
Well, then you all mind having your sterling criminal reputation tarnished by murder.
Jeez, okay. Maybe murder would be better for my reputation than this, but I'll tell you how it all started.
You're late.
I barely made a sound. How did you...
The wind.
The what?
I've been waiting here for 20 minutes. Your presence disturbed the sound of the breeze through the trees behind me.
You can really hear it?
Yes? And also you have a box of M&Ms in your pocket? I can see that a mile away.
They're Reese's.
We need to go.
Did you bring everything?
Yes?
Rope?
Of course.
Knife and goggles?
Yes.
Wire cutters?
I got it. I got it all. It's all there. It's always all there because I am a professional and I am always on time. And when you're stealing from one of the richest men in the world, you have to be perfect.
Okay, I get it. And I appreciate it.
Good. So can we go?
Yes, of course. And to be clear, we're not late.
We said we'd meet at exactly...
I know what we said, but last night I figured out a way to remove the security system from the main house to the guest rooms. The system will still be operational, but for the wrong building, which saves us the extra 20 minutes it would have taken me to disable the system completely. So actually, we're right in time.
You really are brilliant.
Thank you. Oh, my candy.
You just ate.
Don't start. You know my brilliance comes with a price. I can't pull up a job of this scale without my precious sweets coursing through my veins.
Fine.
The remnants of some breakfast Reese's won't get me through one of the most complicated jobs you've ever... What is this?
Your precious sweets.
You're joking, right?
Eat them and let's go.
These are... they're... good and plenties. So? Good and plenties are not precious sweets. They're the devil's delight. The candy of the damned, the joys of the joyless.
What are you talking about?
Jack, the Ripper, had a sweet tooth. He'd eat good and plenties. If Mussolini needed a sugar kick, he'd eat good and plenties. People who talk in movie theaters. People who try to stuff oversized luggage in the overhead bin. People who hit reply all. People who take their shoes off on an airplane. People who take selfies on crowded sidewalks. People who text while walking. People who cut in line. All of them have one thing in common. They like good and plenties.
So I take it you don't like good and plenties?
No, Bonnie, I do not.
Well, it's all they had.
What do you mean that's all they had? What kind of terrible store would only have good and plenties?
It was just a store. They were going out of business or something. It was that or Werther's Originals.
You have a choice between the worst candy in the world and creamy, delicious Werther's Originals, and you chose these.
Just eat them or don't, but we have to leave.
I will not.
You're being ridiculous. And P.S., you definitely talked in a movie theater before.
During the trailers, it's acceptable to talk in the trailers. And you like my witty comments.
I don't care if you eat them, but we need to leave.
I can't. We'll have to do it another night.
You know that's not possible. Everything's planned for tonight. They're going to move the jewels into his vault any day now. Now or never.
What do we do?
What about...
You don't mean...
I'll distract the father and you take the candy.
But he's already eating it.
It's still candy, isn't it?
What if he cries?
Give the kids something to distract them.
Like what?
Like anything. Everything's new to a kid at that age. Give them a shiny coin, a buck, a button, it doesn't matter.
Okay, let's do it.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
It was your idea.
It's your stupid candy obsession.
Don't question my methods. I didn't get to be the world's greatest thief by not eating candy.
You're going to be the world's greatest thief because of me.
Go. I'll you got from behind.
Excuse me, sir. I was wondering if you could help me out. The But I do have a few dietary restrictions to consider, like gluten. Definitely no gluten, or tomatoes. Can't have those or I break out in hives. And no shellfish, or even shellless fish, basically nothing from the sea, except seaweed and sushi. But I had vegetarian sushi once and I didn't like it, so. And no dairy. And no sugar, because sugar is basically like eating death. And no high fructose or even low fructose corn syrup. And if you have any recommendations, I would very much appreciate it.
Give me that sweet, precious candy.
Give me that sweet, precious recommendation.
I need it, or I won't be able to steal the jewels.
I need it or I won't be able to steal away back to my aunt. What does it matter? You're not paying attention anyway.
Don't go too far. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. I didn't see you there. I was so focused on my phone. I'm finishing up a research paper about the negative effects of candy on our society. My wife, when she was still alive, began this groundbreaking work with me, and sometimes I get too focused on finishing her legacy.
Quite all right.
I'm here with my son. We were going to need something to eat. Would you like to join us?
Hope to.
Come along, Cornelius. Oh, don't worry. It's not actually a candy. It's a specially formulated nutritional supplement that I developed. I just sold the recipe for millions, so I am rich. Shall we?
Where are you going?